Hi there.
What?
What's your name, kid?
Who are you calling kid? Who the hell are you?
Rosso's the name. Murder's my game.
Are you a detective?
Let's just say I'm here to find the truth.
Cool. Just like on the telly?
Cut the crap and tell me your name.
Liam Maguire.
What are you doing hanging around the bar, Maguire?
No! Careful! Oh, no, you don't.
Okay, I'm sorry. Top of the morning to you.
I beg your pardon.
Well, that's what you Irish say, isn't it?
Do you want something? Or are you just flaunting your xenophobia?
Well, I was trying to be sociable.
Is it a room you're after?
No, thank you. I don't plan to stay too long.
Who does? Most folk take one look at Lochmarden and jump back on the bus.
Do you know a man called Pegram?
Indeed I do. Are you a friend of his, by any chance?
In a manner of speaking, I am.
Right, me boyo, 160 quid he owes me, pay up.
That's Pegram's business, not mine.
Ah, but he's done a bunk, hasn't he? Scampered.
I know. That's why I'm here, to look for him.
And what about the money he owes me?
When I find him, I'll remind him about it. Look, I gotta be going.
Don't change the subject. Are you gonna pay me Pegram's rent or not?
No way. Listen, I'm not really his friend. I've never even met the guy. But I need to find Pegram urgently. I think his life is in danger.
Damn right it is.
Excuse me for butting in, Michael, but I think the young fella's telling the truth.
I'm sorry I bit your head off, sir.
Well, that's okay, I understand. I guess. Can you tell me anything about the castle on the hill?
Oh, I don't know much about anything. You should ask Mr. O'Brien here. He just joined up writing. Would you be one of them history fellas yourself?
That's right. Professor Stobart, Miskatonic University.
You're an archaeologist, and you're asking us about the castle.
Excuse me, Mr. O'Brien. The gentleman was talking to me. How come you didn't leave with the others?
I didn't know they'd gone until the landlord told me. What can you tell me about the gem which Pegram found?
Now there's a gem which should never have been taken. A man would have to be full of greed to covet that stone. What's your interest in the jewel? You're not a reporter, are you?
Yes, that's right.
And not a bloody news hound. Well, you're wasting your time here, boy. You'll find the people of Lochmarn are a tight-lipped and cautious lot.
Why? Have you got something to hide?
It's just that we don't like to wash our dirty laundry in public.
No!
How can I get into the castle?
Listen, it's closed, locked, barred, and bolted. The castle is as impenetrable as the walls of Troy.
So I can't get in then?
My, you're bright for a journalist.
The glass was empty. Somehow I'd managed to drink the thick, sweet brew. I felt strangely compelled to order another, even though my every instinct warned me against it.
So, where did you stay last night?
At McDevitt's. I got to drinking with Doyle and a couple of the guys.
That explains why you look so ill today. Did you get any sleep at all?
Not much. I had to share the room with another guy.
Did he snore?
Hardly. He was dead. Then Leary woke me in the middle of the night to help bail out the cellar.
The cellar was flooded?
Yeah, some idiot had left the faucet running.
And you say Pegram has disappeared?
Without a trace. But my visit wasn't a complete waste of time. So what precautions do you intend to take to prevent the spread of anthrax?
My first step would be to burn the bodies.
Burn the bodies?
It won't be easy, I know, but I can do it. Just give me a chance, Doctor. Let me burn the patients.
I don't think that would be a good idea, Nurse Grendel.
I'm sorry, Doctor, but the other staff put me up to this. It's because you're new, you see. Traditional hospital humor.
Hilarious. So then Marquet hasn't got anthrax.
No, sir.
Do you know anything about anthrax, Bunny?
Not much, sir. I thought it was virtually wiped out.
Maybe you'd like to put that to a practical test.
Oh, no, sir. Definitely not, sir. Most emphatically not, sir.
I thought so. Underneath that starched waiter's uniform, you are nothing but a worm.
I really must object, sir.
Why don't you run along to Uncle Felix, huh? Tell him you don't mind attending to his patients, just as long as they're only slightly ill. Meanwhile, poor Marquet is up to his neck in some damn cow disease.
Marquet? He doesn't have anthrax. I heard Uncle Felix discussing his case.
It was a test, Benoit, and you failed it. Now, do try to look more like a man who holds people's lives in his hands.
I'll try, sir, but I warn you, I'm hopeless at acting.
Have you ever heard of the Hashashin, Sergeant?
What was that?
The cult of the assassins.
What are you trying to say, Stobart?
That the clown is a member of that cult.
I see. And what proofs do you have?
Proof? I arrived at my conclusion through logical deduction, and...
Pseudo-intellectual people. Leave the investigation of crime to those who know best. The police.
Does this gem mean anything to you?
Aha! Is it real? It must be worth a small fortune.
A very large fortune, I'd say. Do you know anything about it?
No, monsieur.
Does the name Merlin or Gruber Electronics mean anything to you?
No, monsieur.
Do you recognize this matchbook?
I can't say I do, monsieur.
What does this powder mean to you?
Nothing, monsieur.
Does this medical apparatus mean anything to you?
Of course. It is a device for measuring blood pressure.